So this is an instructional video on how to use the Meaningful Technology tool Maestro to create a timeline biography of nursing theorists. So for this particular project, Year 4 nursing students are going to work in groups of 4 to 5, and they're going to research 1 to 2 nursing theorists who have influenced their nursing practice. So they're going to include a timeline biography of the nursing theorist, and they're going to highlight accomplishments of that theorist's career. There's also a comment section in the Maestro timeline. So the students will be able to discuss in point form the nursing theory model that's associated with their chosen theorist. And then they're going to give 2 to 3 examples of application in their own practice. So all of this information is going to be embedded in the timeline, and they'll use things like video and digital graphics, and they will upload this information on YouTube so that Year 1 nursing students can review it and learn from it, because year 1 nursing students are just learning about nursing theory. So what we'll do is we're going to go over to the Maestro website. So I'm already signed in. So what they would do is they would create a new story, and they would have already done a lot of research on this particular nursing theorist, so they may have that content saved on their desktop or have links that they want to include on this timeline. So the theorist that we're going to use as an example for learning is Jean Watson, and then we'll just do a one-liner description. We'll say biography of nursing theorist Jean Watson. So we can add a picture of Jean Watson here. Click add a picture, and we'll open it up, and then we can add that to the timeline. So that's going to be there. So this is essentially just the title of our timeline. So because this is going to be a project that the students will collaborate with each other to complete, they'll have to make sure that they click off that this story has multiple users. So they will have a list of friends that will be working with them on this project. So if I type a friend that would be working with me on this project, their name will come up, and I will click this and add next. So the next step is going to lead us into events. So the events are the dates that are going to be located on the timeline. So of course the first event that we're going to want to do is the birth of Jean Watson. So we're going to create a new event, and we're going to add the date of Jean Watson. So I know that she was born in 1940. I don't remember the month and date, but we'll just make one up for the purposes of this video. So we'll say 1940, and let's say January 1st. So she's a New Year's Day baby. And then we'll say birth of Jean Watson, just for interest's sake. Again, we can add another photo. So we'll add the photo of Jean Watson there. And then we want to map where she was born. So I know that she was born in Virginia, West Virginia. So we can always search her birth location, and they will pull that up on the map. USA, and we click search. And then we want to kind of zoom in so we can get a better map picture. Here we go, at least it says West Virginia. Down here we can either add a video. So for the first timeline, they may want to add a video, they may not. So, but again here, I'm going to click that this is multiple authors, and I'm going to add the name of the people that are in my group so that they can add content. So then you can also add a link to the video. So Jean Watson has her own website. So what we would do is go to her website. So she has a YouTube video. So we're going to copy the link to this video. Command copy. Go back to our timeline. We can paste this in the video section. So we'll paste it there, And then you can document what type of event this is. So this is a learning event, so I'm going to click learning. So here we can also write some information about Jean Watson. So if the student said some information, so we're just going to control copy this for learning purposes, but we'd obviously write some of this information in our own words so we don't copyright anyone's information. And paste. So we go into the comment box. So this is the box, the description box that the co-authors can use and write information about their theorist. One of the tasks that they have to do is they have to apply the theorist theory to their own practice. So this is what this box would be used for. So this is different from the comment box that other students would add comments to. So that goes there and we press OK. So now we have a nice title. We have some information about Jean Watson. We have her date of birth and we've mapped out where she was born. We've also made sure that other students that are working with us are able to add content by clicking the co-author option and then item their name there. We have a great video of her. So for that initial date on our timeline, we can say done. And then if for any reason, if we want to go back into this particular event, we just scroll over the event. We can edit the event or just view the event. So if I view the event to see if I'm happy with it, it comes up very nicely. So it gives me some information about Jean, shows me a nice picture of her. I see where she's born. Right now there's no comments, but later on once we've published this and allowed other students to look at it, there may be some comments or some questions. So then there's a video of Jean, so we can click on that and we would actually see and hear the video playing. So we'll just stop that and then we can close this. So you would essentially just replicate these steps to create a few series on your timeline. And then when you're done, this is an example of what it may look like. So if I go to my stories, I already have one done. So here's a nursing research theorist project. So this is essentially an example of what it would look like somewhat completed. So I have two events in there in my nursing theorist research project. One of them is the birth of Jean Watson and the other one is her theory, which is a theory of human caring. So I can see if there's any comments once after I published it. Everybody that's actually looked at this, that is part of my co-authoring team, I will see that they've been on it here. You still have the option to edit this if you needed to. And then if I wanted to play this and see what it would actually look like once I was done, you can press play here. And then it would pop up some information about her. If I wanted to, I can click read more. Get some more information so I can see some more contacts about her, see an image of her, see the video, see a map of where she was born, and then allow it to play and it moves on to the next timeline. So if we scroll here, once the student has put a lot more information about the theorist, you'll see a series of timelines here. So this is the second timeline, the theory of human caring. So here we can click read more so we can see some more information. So they have the 7 assumptions that are under the human care model of this particular theorist. Again, they have a map where she's born, and if they wanted to, they could have included a video. They can actually see the comments of any other students that have looked at this particular project and maybe had some questions or maybe gave some feedback. So the students are going to get feedback from their colleagues or from their classmates. They may have some questions there, so they can share some more information by responding to the questions. They can also share their storylines through any other form of social media, so they can email it, they can tweet, they can send it on Facebook or Google. So it's quite interactive. And that's it for this particular instructional video.